How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis, and we have got a massive update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is probably one of the biggest updates they've done to date, possibly the biggest. This is Zeah, Part 1, Great Kourend. Finally, Zeah has arrived, and we've got the magnificent city of Great Kourend available to explore. They say that Great Kourend is going to offer us a plethora of new ways to train and use our skills. Fast-paced farming, blast mining, blood and soul rune crafting. This bustling city will be packed with new content for every type of Old School RuneScape player. So, no doubt you'll be interested in getting to this place where you can play all this amazing content. So, if you're interested, let's have a quick look at how to get there. Head to Zeah, who can be found in the southern east corner of Port Sarim, and he will happily take you on a voyage to Great Kourend. Upon arriving in Great Kourend, you will notice it's no ordinary city. 5 houses have taken ownership of 5 different parts of the city. Each house has their own unique trades and specialities, often restricted to those who have proven their loyalty to the house. So before we go anywhere else, let's have a look at the world map. So, as we can see, the new continent is just in the top left corner of the world. Currently it's about the same size as the wilderness, which is huge. I was expecting it to be a little bit further south, but oh well, that's not really too important in the grand scheme of things. If we go a little bit closer to the continent, we can see that this is just one city, Great Kourend. It's got 5 major areas, one for each of those families that they mentioned previously. So we've got Shazian in the bottom left, followed by Hosidius in the bottom right, Levenkinj in the top left, Arceus in the top middle, and Piscalilius in the top right. Each of these small towns look massive, and they look like they've got a lot of stuff in them. The one thing I'm slightly worried is that it's really just a large group of houses without much content. However, if we look around, we can see that there are plenty of, say, furnaces, banks, pubs in general. And I'm sure when it comes to a new update for this area, they can add a lot of NPCs and stuff to add quests and such. Looking around this map of Great Kourend, one thing I have found quite notable is the fact there are small quest-like icons, or minigame or achievement diary-like icons, that are purple. Now, I have a feeling that these icons are related to the favour and task system that they've got in Great Kourend. So let's go back to the news post and check out favour and tasks. If you wish to take full advantage of all that Great Kourend has to offer, you first need to make a name for yourself with a house. The favour of a house is earned by completing various tasks around the city which will support them. As you earn the respect of a house, you will find parts of the city opening up to you, giving you access to all sorts of new content. From training methods, to various skills, to new monsters to kill. Even a new spellbook. Unfortunately for us, earning favour with one house will actually lose favour of the others. So that leaves you with a choice. Which house are you going to stay loyal to? I imagine this system will really make people choose a house that they prefer and use them for as long as they can until they need another house, then they'll switch which house they've got favour with in order to gain the advantages of being in favour with that house. Now, I've touched on the houses slightly when I was showing you the map, but I just want to go into a bit more about the 5 houses, starting off with Shazian. Shazian is the house of law, order and defence. Earning favour with the Shazian house will require you to aid them in the defence of the city, so prove your combat prowess and help maintain the order. Earning favour with the Shazian house will give you access to several new armour sets and the ability to help take out organised crime in Great Kourend. So in a way, you could think of Shazian as the police of Great Kourend. The next house is Piscalilius. Piscalilius is the house of fishing, thieving, transport and import and exports. Piscalilius house supply all of Great Kourend with fish, imports, exports and transport. They are notorious for being the root of much theft around the city. Earning favour with this house will require you to help maintain fishing operations and showing your knack for thieving. Earning favour with the Piscalilius house will give you access to anglerfish fishing. The anglerfish is a new food which heals you based on your HP level, healing 22 and 99. The anglerfish can also be used to heal above your maximum HP, which sounds like it would be very useful and potentially could have high effects on PvM and PvP for high levels. Next, the Levenkinj house. This is the house for mining and smithing. The Levenkinj house will help provide arms for the Shazian forces, focusing on mining and smithing as crafts. Earning favour with the Levenkinj requires you to assist the collecting of resources for blast mining and the creation of armour. Once you've earned the favour of the Levenkinj house, you'll be able to take part in blast mining minigame, earning yourself mining experience and resources. The blast mining minigame involves creating dynamite and using it to blast chunks of valuable ores from within the hard rock. If you're looking for a new and enjoyable way to train up your mining, blast mining might just be it. Next, we've got House Arceus. This is the house of magic, runecrafting and prayer. The Arceus house commit themselves to studying religion, expanding their magic abilities and producing runes for the region. Earning the favour of the Arceus can be done by assisting the Arceus elders with expanding their knowledge, seeking your own dark knowledge, mining rune essence blocks, and using the necromancy spellbook. Once you've earned the favour of the Arceus house, you'll be able to craft blood and soul runes at the respective altars. The crafting of these runes is not quite what you're used to with other rune crafting altars, so be prepared for a new challenge. And finally, we've got House Hosidius. Hosidius is the house for farming and cooking. The Hosidius house specialise in agriculture, providing much of the region's livestock, farm foods, and herbal supplies and medicines. Earning the favour of the Hosidius house can be done by helping with the production of farmed foods and preparing foods for soldiers. Once you've earned the favour of the Hosidius house, you will gain access to both the city kitchens, which boasts a 5% reduced chance of burning when cooking on their ranges, and a Tith minigame. The Tith minigame provides fast-paced farming, which allows you to gain farming experience in an engaging and exciting way. You will oversee the growth of several exotic plants, all of which require a large amount of care and attention in order to see them grow successfully. You'll be racing to keep all of your crops alive at once in order to get the most out of your time playing Tith. So, what are you waiting for? The next step in your old school adventure awaits. Head to Vios in Port Sarim to get to work making a name for yourself in Great Kourend. Finally, in other news, the 2015 Christmas event has been removed, and your miscellanea approval rating should no longer be set to 25% inappropriately. So this week is a huge update. I have plenty of things to say about it, and I feel that I shouldn't really say too much until I actually play some of the content. That being said, I will say my first initial thoughts. First of all, wow, this is amazing, it's huge! I can't wait to try out all of this content. Second of all, I'm actually really shocked and annoyed at the lack of polls we've had to do with Zeah. In the first poll they did, it was basically, are we interested in Zeah? And Zeah was something they had a very loose idea for, and it wasn't developed like this. We said yes, and we were expecting more polls and more dev blogs to actually outline what they were going to do. But instead, they decided to create the phases, then they created the content and just put it out. I know we had one poll for blood and soul rune crafting, but the rest of this content has had 0 polls. And it just makes me question how much more content are they going to be adding without polls when they said they would. And to be honest, that's something, especially if you've been watching me for a while, you know just gets underneath my skin and I hate. Hopefully the content is decent enough that I can't really complain about it, but that is my main concern at this moment in time. One thing I've noticed is they've not actually mentioned if this is free to play or members. I know that they have said they want to have some free to play elements in the new content, and seeing as you get there from Port Sarim, I imagine that is clearly an easy way for free to play to get there. But seeing as it hasn't said it in this post, I cannot guarantee if this new piece of content is free to play or not. I really hope it is, because free to play need just a little bit more to help engage more people into playing this game. And I'll just finish off this post by saying I really hope this is great content. If you want to discuss Zeah, say things that you found, please do this so on the forums or in my comments below. Potentially you can tell me the best thing you've found so far. If you're interested in future updates for Old School RuneScape, please click here for the news post on the 2016 updates we'll be getting in Old School RuneScape. And if you're interested in the best updates last year, please click here for my video on the top 10 Old School RuneScape updates of 2015. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, dev blogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.